Good day, folks. Today I'm going to be reviewing the game That Old Wallpaper. Now in this game, you are going to be trying to rebuild what they say are memories from possibly your grandmother's house. You know, that old wallpaper that she probably had up there that looked kind of ugly? Well, this is kind of the theme of the game. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be trying to get cards from the middle of the table and then building the wallpaper up. And what you're going to be trying to do is you're going to be trying to match up different symbols together in order to score points. So let's check it out. So in the game, you've got these wallpaper cards, and I'll go ahead and show them to you. And they've got various patterns here. And the way it works is you're going to be trying to match these patterns together as you're building your wallpaper. So this would be an example over here on the long side. And on the short side, you also can do these. This is going to be the big one, and this is going to be the small one. You also have wild cards that you're going to be able to use to match, so you can match something like this as well. If you end up matching two wild cards together, that's not going to score for any points. Some of the cards are going to have a dot on them like this. Now, the significance with this is if you have the most amount of dots on your wallpaper by the time the game ends, you're going to lose 2 points. However, you can get more cards with this, and I'll show you how that works in a minute. You also have cards that have these different symbols on them. You got 4 different symbols. Depending on how many of these different symbols you collect, this is going to add points to your score. Right here are what are called perfect recall tokens. These are going to be used to help with tiebreakers. And then these are what are called the hazy memory cards. The person that did not win the tiebreaker is going to pick up one of these cards, and they're going to play these at the very end of the game on their wallpaper. In the game, you're going to have 3 rounds of play. Each person is also going to be receiving these set of number cards. Whenever you draw the last card in your deck, that is going to signify the end of the round. And you're going to be using these to essentially bid on the cards that are here in the middle. So what you'll do in the beginning is you're going to go ahead and lay down a card, and you're going to make 3 rows like so. This one has a dot, and so what you're going to do is for that, you're going to go ahead and add another card to it. And you're going to keep doing that until you get a card that does not have a dot. So what each person is going to do is they're going to go ahead and look at this, and then they're going to decide what card that they would like to play. The lowest card is going to win this one, the highest card is going to win this one, and the one in the middle will win this one. So let's just say I decide I'm going to play this, player 2 plays that, player 3 plays that. So what you'll do is you're going to go ahead and show the cards. We got a 10 here for green, a 4 for blue, and then we have a 6 for red. So blue is going to pick this one up, red will pick this one up, and then green will go ahead and pick this one up. You'll go ahead and discard these cards until the next round. Let's just give an example what green's going to try to do here. Green can match this, or he can match this or this. So let's just say he decides he's going to go ahead and match up this right here. And what he's ultimately trying to do is he's trying to make as many matches as he can. We'll go on to the next part. So we'll do this again. Okay, the players are going to go ahead and they'll play their cards again in the middle of the table, and we'll go ahead and flip them up. We got a 2, a 4, and then another 2. So since these 2 cards have tied, they're going to go ahead and place these over here, and the 4 will go over here. So the green player will go ahead and take this card. Now the blue player and the red player are going to look at where the perfect recall tokens are, and right now red is in the front. So red is going to get to choose between which one of these he would like. Let's just say red decides he wants to choose this one. Blue, on the other hand, is going to go ahead and pick up a hazy memory card, which he'll place on his wall in the end of the game. So this card will go ahead and stay, and these cards will go ahead and get discarded. So what's going to happen now is that red is going to move to the back, and now blue is going to be first in line. So once the round ends, you're going to go ahead and swap these cards out, and there's again 3 rounds. So this is just a small example of what this is going to end up looking like. It's going to be a lot bigger by the time the game ends, but whenever the last round is over, you're going to go ahead and place your hazy memory card. So let's just say I place one over here like so. So on the score sheet over here, what you're going to do is you're going to count up the amount of big patterns that you got on this side and the amount of smaller patterns that you got on this side. Whichever 2 is the smaller number, you're going to go ahead and place over here and then multiply it by 2. So if I had a 4 here and a 3 here, I would put the 3 here, and then that would make it 6 points. And I would do the same with all of these other colors. I'll go ahead and count up any of the symbols that I happen to have on my wall. The way it works is if I have 1 symbol, it'll be 1, 2 will be 3, 3 will be 6, etc. So let's just say I had 1 symbol, I'll put a point value here. Right over here is the amount of dots that are on the card. If I happen to have the most, I'm going to lose 2. If I had the least, I'm going to go ahead and gain 2. So let's just say I happen to have the most, I'll put a -2 here. This will represent who is in the front of the perfect recall token. Right now, blue is. So let's just say I happen to be blue. That would give me 2 points. I would go ahead and total up all those points, and whoever has the most amount is going to win the game. This is a lightweight game, and this is a game like if you enjoy making puzzles and trying to figure out ways to get all the different pieces together, I think this is a game that you would enjoy. It's definitely a unique theme. I'm trying to remember if my grandmother had wallpaper like that, but I definitely remember seeing wallpaper similar to what's on the cards. Now, there is a little bit of a luck factor in this game, especially if you are playing with more players, because you may have a wallpaper card that you want and you play a card, but somebody else might end up getting it, so then you're going to have to kind of figure out a way to place it on the board that's going to be most advantageous to you. And you'd also have the cards with the dots on it, and it's an interesting dynamic because even if you end up getting more cards because of the dots, you might actually end up losing points if you have the most amount of them. Technically, you could lose 4 points because if you had the least and somebody else will end up getting the most amount, they'll get 2 points for that. So this is an enjoyable game. It's a lightweight game. I think if you are a person that likes lightweight games, that's looking for something that might actually bring back some kind of memory to you as far as old wallpaper goes, and you like trying to match things up together and trying to score a good amount of points with it, I think this is a game that's enjoyable. This is more of a game that I think anybody who likes lighter games would enjoy. All right, guys, that's my review of That Old Wallpaper. We'll see you later. Keep on gaming.